This is Ed Higgins here, Activate Now, Chief Correspondent, on site live at Ocheti Shakowi at Standing Rock. And I'm here with a local Bismarck resident who wanted to talk to us today about what's going on here at Standing Rock. So go ahead and take it away, brother.
Well, there's a myth that we have not been cleaning up. There has been this large environmental disaster created by people who are hypocritical and don't care about the water. However, that is not true. Basically, the movement of No Dapple was so favorable, the whole planet threw in millions of dollars worth of supplies, and they just descended upon Bismarck and Mandan. They were getting shipments, semi-loads of volunteer donated clothes, food, tents, thermal gear, heaters, everything you can imagine to support these people and make sure they stay here until it's finished, until the whole winter is done, if that's what it takes. So the narrative that they have not been taking care of their environmental their belongings is not true, and to prove that, we've been coming out here over and over, and we've been watching the cleanup, and we've been talking with the people who are cleaning up, and we're looking at what they're calling trash. When you look at Facebook, you see there are these huge piles of trash in the snow. It's not trash, it's brand new donated gear. It's tents that were abandoned. And people say, well, how can you abandon tents? How could you just leave your stuff? You're so irresponsible. Well, over 700 people were plucked out of here and thrown in jail. That's 700 different campsites have been abandoned because these people are in jail, charged with felonies and other things like that. So there are a lot more issues that are happening here. And one thing to keep in mind is if you came here back in September, October, when the camp was in its higher point, there was very little trash. There was a massive compost pile, which was regularly taken out and composted and turned into earth. There was a massive pile of donations. It was huge. There were several tents full of donations, and they were all carefully separated. There were people working 24 hours around the clock just to sort and donate, or sort all these donations, and then also to donate these donations because they had too much. They said, stop sending donations. So they took the donations. Literally dozens and dozens of semi-loads of donations have been given to Goodwills, to homeless shelters throughout North Dakota. Last week we donated thousands and thousands of pounds of food. We searched through all this stuff they said was trash. It was perfect food in great condition. Thousands of bags of rice, 50-pound, 100-pound bags of rice, canned foods, veggies, all kinds of things. And the shelters around here are so inundated with supplies from Standing Rock, giving back to all the folks in North Dakota, that we had to ship stuff all the way to Colorado, South Dakota, Montana, Minnesota, everywhere, because Bismarck and Mandan areas are saturated. So we'd really like to see more positive stories here. We're neighbors. Whether you're for the pipeline or against it, it doesn't matter. We're neighbors. We're here to take care of each other. We're here to take care of this large amount of stuff that came here. And it's from the world because they have a message that they don't want dirty energy anymore. They want clean energy. That's what we got to come back to. This camp wouldn't have gotten pummeled by blizzards, and this cleanup wouldn't have had to happen if the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers demand for the environmental impact statement, if that had been met. If Dakota Access Pipeline, without their impact statement, had stopped their illegal activity like they were ordered to from the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers way back in November, or actually way back in December 4th when the easement was denied officially, then this wouldn't have happened. We could have peacefully, slowly packed up, and people could have gotten their stuff out before all the blizzards had hit. So it's a lot more complex than you think. I love my Native American friends. I love all of my friends in law enforcement in Bismarck and Mandan. I support our government. I support our governor. I support the Army Corps. They're all trying to do the right thing. So when I read Facebook and I see all the hatred and all the people in Bismarck and Mandan who are judging this place, who've actually never been here and actually don't understand the complexity or the issues here, it's really sad.
Yeah, and that's awesome. You actually brought up a good point. So, do you think there's any way to get anybody out here from Bismarck, or get more people out here from Bismarck to the other camps and
We've been having cleanup parties every weekend, and we're having another group come down tomorrow from Bismarck, and hopefully that'll spread a little bit of light and a little bit more information and more fair information.
Awesome. Well, thank you very much,
Thank
sir.
you, Ed.
Appreciate it. You have a good day.
You too, man.